What's up, y'all? This SK or Street King coming to y'all again. Hey, look, this video gonna be strictly for educational purposes only. I'm just getting y'all the second half of that CPN video because a lot of folks ask me about the CPN video, what I mean by pen and paper. So I'm gonna try to tell y'all what I mean real quick. Like, basically what I'm saying is this right here. Everything you hearing on YouTube, a lot of this shit is just not true, bro. To get a real CPN number, this is what I mean when I say pen and paper. You're gonna sit down with a pen and paper. You're going to get your first 3 numbers from that state. Now, once you get that, based on your age, right, that's just a starting point. And everybody get there and think, oh, I done did something. You ain't did nothing yet. Because the hard part ain't came yet. The hard part is getting them 6 numbers, and I'm going to tell you why. Everybody pretty much on YouTube keep saying, only thing, you can just make up them last 6 numbers. You can't make up no last 6 numbers. I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm finna debunk all that right now with this one statement. How can you make up the last 6 numbers? When you make up them last 6 numbers, it's probably going to be somebody valid number who already using it as a valid active number. And they already been using it in filing taxes. They've been working their jobs out that social and everything else. So you ain't going to be able to use that social, bro. It ain't no truth in it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I'm finna give y'all the real. What you really going to have to do is come up with them 3. And it might take you a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Hell, it might take you a month depending on how hard you really grinding for them numbers, right? You got to come up with them last 6 digits. And them last 6 digits got to match with your state, but they also got to be a different number that ain't nobody ever used before, right? So it got to be an invalid number that's an actual number, but the trick, it just hadn't been used before, right? Which means it's an invalid active CPN number. That's the only way you can do it, bro. Ain't no other way to do it. And everything y'all hearing, like a lot of these folks, is just really viral sensations, bro. They're talking about CPNs and other financial things. It ain't just a CPN. I hear a whole lot of bourgeois about what really going on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these folks just going viral, bro. They feeding y'all all these videos, but hell, they just going viral. All these fancy videos. You see, I'm just sitting there at the crib just chilling. Like, it don't even take all that. Cause really, honestly, they going viral. They making money off monetization. You not gonna, that ain't got nothing to do with no CPN. You understand what I'm saying? They can tell you anything as long as you keep watching the videos. You understand? But to make a real CPN, but that shit take time. It take a grind. You gotta really, really, really want that CPN. That's what that really boils down to. Because you gonna have to sit down and grind that CPN number. You gotta come up with everything yourself. It gotta be an invalid active number. And them last 6 digits after them first 3 is not gonna be easy to find, bro. You gotta sit down with it. It might eat up a whole pad. Cause you might go through 1,000. You might go through 500 variations of that number, or them 6 numbers, until you find a match that matches with the first 3 of the state and them last 6. And that's the real way you get a real CPN. Yo, subscribe to my channel. But I'm finna come